Come back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting video. So please remember always to put a notification bell so that you don't actually miss out on any of the videos that will be coming directly to your screens. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting discussion, and I will also be bringing for you a story of this woman who actually trying giving a copyright strike to my platform, but it was rejected. Yes, all that will be coming into today's video, and also I'll be bringing for you more details on how the travel commando is actually trying to look for another road. All that will be coming directly to this platform. Also, if also I'd also want to re-echo out the message that the wife of the travel commando has for the so-called the negative reactors. So please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Actually, I have my water here. It is lukewarm, just warm, a little bit warm, not cold. So please, thank you so much for your good advice and your encouragement. Thank you a lot. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for the wishes. All those ones who have been in position to reach out to me. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times, and much respect and blessing to you. And actually, before we continue with this video, I would really want to say happy birthday to Mulama Anthony. Anthony, thank you so much. May you live to blow more candles. Please, happy birthday to Anthony Mulama. Thank you so much. You're one of my good fans in this platform, and I would really want to wish you a happy birthday to you, Anthony Mulama. Thank you a lot. Thank you a million times for always coming back to support this platform. I really appreciate your energy, and may God keep on blessing you, expanding your territory in this new year that has been added into, to you. May you really live to see your grandchildren, and may God keep on really blessing you, and may you live to blow more candles. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Anthony Mulama. Big up to you. Much blessing, much respect to you. May God continue blessing you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Yes, let's continue with this video. Big up to everybody who have turned up to watch this video. I really do appreciate your big support always to this platform. And as I've already said that in today's video, it is going to be unique in its own ways. So let's start this video in this way. Now, there is a video that I made 2 weeks ago. The title of that video was "The Worst Happened to Her in the UK. Please come back home." The worst happened to her in UK. Please come back home. That is the video where Modesta, Modesta, the name here is Modesta, Modesta was trying to give me a copyright, a copyright. Let me read for you first of all a message from YouTube, on my email. We receive a copyright infringement notification below regarding your video. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your video at this time. You have control over the availability of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete them if you choose. You know? Now, please be advised, it is possible the copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or other action. You know? Now, that is the email. I've not read all of it, but that is the key part of that email. Now, on her side, this is the email, the continuation of the other one. Hi, Modesta, Ibere, Igu. Modesta, Ibere, Igu. You know, by the way, in our tribe, that is a dog. A dog. In my language, Igu is a dog in short form. You know? A dog. Igu. So, this dog in my local language wanted to strike my video, you know, so that they can pull it down. Let me read for you this. You know, this is a message to her that was sent to her. Hi, Modesta, Ibere, Igu, a dog. Thank you, you know, for your response. We have reviewed your request and need some more information from you before we can proceed. Please read the entire email carefully, you know, for a complete update of each video status. Each video's status, you know, add video action, you know, add video details action needed, you know, additional details is needed. Now, we are concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid, you know, may not be valid, you know, listen carefully. We are concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid for the videos listed below. Please keep in mind that in many countries, it is legal to use copyright works in a specific, you know, in a specific way without the owner's authorization, particularly for transformative purposes such as news reporting, parody, commentary, or review. You know, such countries protect such users under doctrine of fair use or fair dealing, while others allow for specific exception to copyright protection. Hey, If you still believe your copyright is infringed by the YouTube video identified below, please explain in detail why you think so. We ask that you provide more details, you know, more details than what that was included in your initial notice. Here are questions you may wish to consider. You know, I even don't want to read all of this because it's a long thing. You know, it's a long thing. So, Modesta Ibere Ugu try to give me a copyright strike. You know, and YouTube sent me this notification that I read earlier. We received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your video at this time. You have control over the availability of videos on your channel. including the ability to delete them if you choose. Please be advised, it is possible the copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or take other action. You know? Uh, this email is not intended as illegal advice. If you are interested in more information regarding your option in this matter, you may wish to consult a qualified attorney. Please note that the complainant physical address and phone numbers have been redacted from the copyright infringement notification below. If she continues disturbing me, I'm going to provide her details in the platform so that people can visit her in her email. Now, this woman, actually, the title of that video, let me repeat. The worst happened to her in UK. Please come home. That was the title of that video. What she had put of concern to her, she wanted YouTube to block me from using any of her pictures. Any of her pictures for me not to use in any of my videos. I know the picture that is of concern to her is the picture when she does not have the hair. That lady always puts on wig from morning to evening, from Monday to Monday, from January to December. She does not want people to talk about her real photos. The real, she has artificial and she has the natural one. So, she wants people to talk about the artificial one, but she does not want people to talk about the natural hair of her. That is what actually she was trying to block me from using those pictures of hers. But the question is, if I'm to throw it to her, those are your pictures. You are the one. Why are you trying to betray yourself? Why are you trying to deny yourself? Why? Why is this woman trying to deny herself? Modesta. You are denying your identity. What is so wrong with your picture so that you hate yourself to that extent? There are a lot of people outside there who actually do not have hair on their head and they are proud of it. Why you Modesta? Why are you so bitter with that? Why are you so bitter? Then on that video, on the same video, there is a part when she was eating chapati in the plane. When you were eating the chapati, it was nice. So when I came to explain, to praise you, how you are eating chapati on the plane, how now comes that is a big problem to you? It's a very, very big problem to you. And yet when you are very busy insulting the travel command, I am under Commado, So you abuse the travel command each and every day. You abuse his mother. You abuse his father. You abuse his brother and his sister. And for you, that is okay. When it comes to your side, it is painful that now you want to give me a copyright strike because I have been in position to show who you are. So what's the problem with showing who you are? What's the problem? That is your head. That is you. That's how you look like. Appreciate how God created you. But when you want to come out here to make me look like what? You know, the picture I put there, it is your picture. You know, and I was praising how God has really blessed you. You know, you don't need to spend money working on your hair, You know, is it not good that you are reducing on the expenses? You know, you already have normal hair. Appreciate. You know, God has a purpose and the reason why he gave you that type of hair. Why don't you appreciate? Why? Why don't you appreciate it? You know? So who told you to bring it to the public? You brought it to the public and we are criticizing the videos that you brought to us. You know? If you knew that you did not want to be, your hair to be noticed, then you would have not put it to public. You know? Now you start covering yourself with a bed sheet. You know? Because it looks like the wigs are not also helping you. Look for the bed sheets. You cover now your whole head. So that we get to know that you don't want to be talked about. But so long as you are coming with these videos in your platform, please, we are not going to hesitate to talk about it. You know? Because YouTube allow us to actually say something about them. You know? So this issue of trying to threaten me with this copyright strike and the rest, it is not going to work for you, as you have already seen. You know? It is not going to work for you. You know? Because she tried to provide more information, still YouTube rejected it. You know? And you're still struggling that you want to strike my platform, what. When you're given a strike, you're almost crying. You know? And you're saying it is not good to strike people's channels. So now why are you coming out that to strike my channel, Modesta? You know? You are now coming to strike my my channel. When they strike you, you are crying. You are crying. Now you feel when we turn the ball on your side, you are now opening your mouth that you want to. Me, I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not going to give up. So long as you are still disturbing this family and you are eating with them, I'll eat with you. So let me repeat that. So long as you are still talking about the family of the travel commando in a bad way, and you are eating with them, I will also eat with you. And this is not the only video I'm going to make about you. I'm going to make up another video about you, because I want to show you that actually me, I'm a person who actually does not fear. You know? I didn't tell you to be stupid, to post yourself on the platform as you claim to be. You know? If you knew you were looking funny, then you would have not posted yourself. Did I come to your home and I took a video of yourself and I posted it, you know? I took the video of you, then I posted it on my platform. You brought it to us. So allow us to talk about you because you brought it. You know? Stop being stupid. Stop being, looking like a fool. You look, she, according to her, she says she has traveled. You know? But you cannot leave Doha or these Arab countries. Then you go to UK, you enter in somebody's bedroom. You know? Look at this funny woman. She went to UK, stayed with a friend, and instead of going to her room, she went to the friend's bedroom. You know? She went to the friend's bedroom. Who does that? And she does not want us to talk about those things. You know? She pretended that she was drunk and she went and entered in the friend's bedroom. They are already accommodating you. They are providing for you. They have given you everything. They have given you where to sleep free of charge. You know? But what this lady did, was to go and entered in the friend's bedroom. You know? What was her intention? What did she want it really to create? You know? Problems after problems. Please, Modesta, you are now old. You have children. But you are still behaving like a very stupid woman who does not understand. You know? Me, I'm not going to hesitate to mention your name because you actually wanted to strike my YouTube platform. You know? Now I will see how you will contact me. So being stupid, you are old enough. Look at your age. You know? You have even grown to the extent hair is getting off from your head. You know? You grow up. I've just put a little bit of you. Next time I'm going to make a full video. A full video about your stupidity. Yes. Me, I'm not going to hesitate. You want to talk about other people and you don't want to be talked about. Anyway, that is it. Yes, so that video, you can actually check that video out. The title was The Worst Happened to Her in the UK. Please come home. If you cannot provide for yourself in the UK, why do you go to UK? You go and eat chapati in the plane. You know? You can imagine. And that chapati, she had not bought it from the plane. She actually picked the chapati from her bag. That means she packed chapati. Traveling is not for the weak. That's what we always keep on saying. Traveling is not for the weak. So please check that video out. The What's Happened to Her in UK. Please come home. Hey, check that video. Don't miss it out before anything happened to it. So it depends. I didn't know it depends. You know, people have been saying messages are not reaching these people. They are reaching. They are reaching. And they're having impact, by the way. Serious impact. Now, let's go to the wife of the travel commando. The wife of the travel commando made it clear, you know, to a lot of these so-called negative reactors that she's actually not feeling well. She's in Nairobi and she's resting. When she gets fine, she will make the most interesting video when she actually recovers. You know, that is the message she left to the people. You know, she made it very, very clear that actually she's not feeling not well and she's resting and she's in Nairobi. I'm wondering how these so-called the stupid reactors with no brain who are now coming to create stories to make it look like the wife of the travel commando is actually not sick. You know? Some of them were sick on their beds. You can imagine a man who is sick and on his bed lying, begging people, is now coming out to claim that the wife of the travel commando is actually not sick. You know? So for you, when you are sick, you mean you're deceiving people. You know? You're deceiving people. And the wife of the travel commando is not a woman of that nature. She is a principled woman, as we always keep on seeing in her videos. Very, very principled. You know? Why don't you accept that the reasoning of the wife of the travel commando is actually beyond you, Gaiety, the smaller boy like ST? The way you reason is not the way the wife of the travel commando reasons. You know? And by the way, you should understand that the wife of the travel command made it clear one day in her letter, and she said she's not going anywhere. You know? She is not going anywhere. That is her home, and she'll protect it at all costs. That is what the so-called Gaity does not understand. I'm wondering why he's so bitter, struggling each and every day, trying to destroy and cause a very bad image to the family of the travel commando. Why is it that he's too much concerned about the wife of the travel commando? Why? Why don't you marry your own wife so that you actually understand how to run a family? You know, the travel commando is a person who is very respectful and respect all people's opinions, including the opinion of his wife. If the wife has an appointment or to go and do something in Nairobi, or she want to go and rest according to the travel commando, because he said his wife has actually gone to Nairobi and she want a smaller rest. Why don't you appreciate that? You know, other people, they would block, like the way we Africans handle the women. When the wife said, I want to go and rest, that one is a problem. But the travel commando actually understand. You know? Understand. And he said in his video that my wife is actually in Nairobi and she has gone to rest a bit. You know? That is maturity. You know, this individual expected the travel commando to come out to throw words. You know? The words that for them, they feel like they need to hear. The negative words. You know? Those are the things that they are actually trying to fight for. They want a weird word to come from the travel commando so that they can use that word against him. That is what they are very busy fighting for, which actually they will fail to get from the travel commando, because the travel commando is a kind of a person who values what is called a family. And he will go an extra mile to protect his family. So these things, the words that the so-called the negative reactors are trying to force him to say in his word, you know, to come from his mouth, they are just wasting their time. Respect in the family is key. You know, that is what they are not understanding. And the reason why most of them are not understanding, they fail to run their families in a fair, and in a mature way. Somebody who does not have a wife want to talk like he knows everything about the travel com. Like this Gaity. You know? Gaity. You know? And he wants to come out to open his mouth, throwing words here and there, each and every, pestering this family. You know? They have actually tried their best. You know, this Gaity, he has tried his best to provoke the wife of the travel commando. Also probably to say some word that they will turn against her and make it look like she's not a responsible woman. You know? But big up to you, Rocio, the wife of the travel commando. We appreciate you for actually holding your family. Family. That is what a mature woman does. You know? I've been hearing them throwing words that, you know, the travel commando beats up his wife. How? If the travel commando beats up his wife, the people whom he would have beaten long time would actually be Mogesi, Ernesto, the so-called the fisherman, Kintu. He would have fought with them long time. But even when he was provoked on the issue of the road, he never fought. He never. Even when he has been provoked several times, he never did anything bad. You know? He had even threatened to sue them. He decided not to do it. Not because he's a stupid man, but because a man who wants peace in this community. Because he understands this is where his home is, and he wants peace and happiness to these people in this community. Why don't you appreciate that this is a person who actually feels for his family and to the entire village? If he was a mean person, he would actually not even entertain people in his YouTube platform. He is very busy helping young children. You know, he educated Ernesto who have turned against him. He has actually helped a lot of people in this village. Why don't the so-called negative reactors not respect that? Just because they're so eager to make money, you know, in a very, very weird, awkward ways. And they can even go an extra mile to put very, very funny, you know, thumbnails, you know, or titles on their videos. It is really very, very alarming. Except that the travel commando has moved in life. He has really moved. And there is nothing you can do about that. Because a blessed man will remain blessed, whether you like it or not. Even when you try to throw a lot of accusation on him, God always keep on blessing him. And that is how a good man is. And that is how life is. Understand and accept that that man has moved so much far in life that even when you are trying to force to, you know, to pull him down, you will end up pulling yourself down. That is how God paved way. And God is actually fighting his battles. So please understand that. If you cannot understand that, then you are doomed to fail. Big up to you, the travel commando. And may God keeps on blessing your family and rewarding you for the good things you are doing in supporting your community and also supporting us outside here. We really appreciate. For those who does not appreciate, it is because you are jealous, you are greedy, you are opportunist. You don't understand what hard work means. This young man has worked so hard, and he has brought for us blessing here in Africa. Why don't you appreciate that? You know, why? Why don't you appreciate it? Accept that he is a good man who is actually moving forward, and he will never look behind. He will keep on leaving you backward. And that's why some of them are crying. You know, he has just bought a new Mercedes Benz. I know other people, they were saying it is cheap. You know, it's like 15,000 US dollars. Let me tell you, that may be in US, Germany, and somewhere. When you are bringing that vehicle here in Africa, you need to understand, one, you are going to pay for its transportation up to Kenya. You are supposed to pay for the number plate. you know, then you are supposed to pay for taxes. You know, you are supposed to pay for taxes. And it is worse in my country here. If you have bought that vehicle like $15 or $40 or $20 or $30, you might end up paying taxes the same amount or even beyond. Yes, it is true. Then you need to pay trading, you need to pay for the number plate, you know, and you need to pay for people who are going to bring the vehicle. By the time you realize the vehicle that was $15 is actually 3 times that figure. Then somebody who is staying where is saying the vehicle is cheap. It is because you don't understand. You know, if that vehicle was cheap, how many of those vehicles have you seen in that village? How many of them? You know, if that vehicle is actually cheap, how many of those vehicles have you seen in that village? You know, also, let us not just not go far. The number of those vehicles in Kenya, I can assure you, they're countable. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can count until you get the last number. You know, even in my country, Uganda here, those type of vehicle, you will see them moving mostly in one direction, especially areas where the rich stays. That is where you see those vehicles moving. You don't see them anyhow, according to some of these so-called stupid reactors who are saying the vehicle, everybody can buy it. Why is it that for you don't have Gaiety, Coco Mama, you know, the so-called, not this Bugoma woman? Why is it for you you don't have it? And the travel command is the one having it. If you guys are so rich, you know, there are individuals who just want to talk like, they are just mad, they are just, appreciate the fact that the travel command was able to buy that car. Very expensive car. Very damn expensive. Whether you like it or not, people who know, they know. People who know, they know. If that vehicle is cheap in your country, you come and buy it here. For example, in my country here. Come and buy it here. Let me tell you, in Uganda here, let me convert that money. Because me, I keep on visiting these bonds. Let me calculate for you actually that vehicle here. The figure, the possible figure. That vehicle, if you want to buy it from here, in my country, it can actually go for $138 US, 500. $138 US, 500. If you don't have that money, I can assure you, you cannot have that vehicle here. The vehicle, people are minimizing that it is 15,000 US here in my country. If you don't have 138,500 US, you cannot buy that car. You cannot. Because even as I'm talking right now, today, I was at the bone. I even asked for the car. That is actually not that very car of the travel commando. That an of a travel command is actually far much ahead. You know, they were telling me 500 millions Uganda shillings, which is actually 138,500 US dollars. Then somebody says it's a cheap car, it is 15,000 US dollars in your country. We don't manufacture those vehicles here, except, you know, we don't manufacture them here. Accept it. If you go to our bonds, these guys who sell these vehicles, for example, in my country here, if you don't have 138,500 US dollars, you cannot afford that vehicle and you will never drive it in my country here. I know some of you, when you hear me talking about this, you know, even when you search on YouTube, there are those platforms that keeps on bringing those information about cars in my country, Uganda. Even the figure that I've told you, you will be shocked. Especially those type of cars. There is a Mercedes, the one I'm talking about, that Mercedes can actually dance. They can put for you and it keeps on dancing. You know, dancing and the lights are blinking. That's the one I asked and they told me 138,500 US dollars. And when I showed them the picture of the one of the travel commando, they just told me they don't have it there. They don't have it. That is a class. That is a class. They told me from the bone today that no, we don't have it. And they were referring me, there is where they sell powerful vehicles, Spear Motors. You know, it is called Spear Motors here in Uganda. When you want those type of vehicles, and if they don't have it, they can now bring it for you. Just like the way they bring for the travel command. They look for that very car, then they bring it for you. So people actually need to appreciate the travel commander, that he has actually done it. If you are not proud of him, because, you know, it's just because you are jealous, you are bitter, you don't want to see your own African progressing, succeeding, please, me, I accept that the man has moved far much in life. First, look at his house. Even before you look at the cars. You know? Look at his house. Look at the two vehicles. My friend, even when you don't have eyes, I pray your eyes start seeing. You know? Yes, so that was the issues about the car. Because I was actually hearing the so-called negative reactors saying that car, everybody can buy, like Bugoma woman, that everybody can buy. I was like, really? Let me go to the bone, I asked. I entered in the place for serious cars. Mercedes, Benz, you know, Range Rovers. That is why I went. And I was like, this one, that dance, how much is this? That's the figure I told you. And when I asked for the one of the travel commando, it was actually not there. I showed them the picture, you know. I showed them it was not there in the bone. And this is a serious bone for serious cars. Where? Get serious. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. Now, let me tell you, you don't play around with a rich man. I was watching the video of the travel commando, and he was actually starting to look for another alternative road that goes to the sister's home. And he will actually do it. You know, they have asked him for, I think, 700 US dollars. You know, if you want peace, look for a solution. And now if it's to get a road where you can now divert these vehicles to pass, so that you can leave that stupid family. A family that does not understand. A family that is so corrupt in their minds. You know? Because they are individuals who are actually fools. They don't appreciate good things. And yet actually, that road that they're playing around with would actually help them with development time to come. You see, that is how you remain poor for the rest of your life. Because of stupidity. You know? When you are born stupid, you will remain stupid. You know? So now when you're starting to look for the road, don't be surprised that some of these fools will come to him that, please, you pass. You pass. When they will realize that the traffic command is starting to make another road, I'm telling you, they will be humble. Because actually, development will be bypassing them when they're seeing enemy of progress. Even when good things are coming to the village, they don't want to appreciate. But let me tell you, you cannot force a fool to understand. A fool will always remain a fool. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. And thank you so much. Thank you, my good people. And again, I would really want to say happy birthday to Anthony Mulama. Happy birthday to you. May you live to blow more candles, and continue celebrating yourself. More good years to you. May you live to see your grandchildren. And may God keep on blessing you, blessing your family, blessing the work of your hands. Much respect to you, Anthony Mulama. Big up to you. Big up to everybody. And thank you. And let's say happy birthday to Anthony Mulama. Big up to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday and happy birthday to you, Anthony Mulama. Blessing and much respect to you. Happy birthday once again to you. And may God keep on blessing you, bless your family. And thank you so much for your continuous support to this platform. I really do appreciate you, Anthony Mulama. Big up to you, much respect and blessing to everybody. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you who have actually reached out to me, wishing me well, recovery and everything, advices, and actually, now I don't understand which one helped me, because I was doing concussion. I was seriously doing badly off, so I was doing concussion. I went to the hospital. The doctor gave me medicine. I took. Now I don't know. But actually, if you hear, my voice is fairly getting well. Thank you so much, my good people. I really appreciate you for giving me all these advices. Let me tell you, when you are sick, that is when you realize that, even actually, if somebody tells you that you take 10 liters of water, you'll get fine. I was on pressure. I could just talk like this. I started coughing like never before. I was like, what is this? It is an allergy or what? Really? It was actually terrible. But I thank God I'm actually getting well. And I'm really fair. As you have seen when I've been making this video, I think I've not even coughed, Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my good people. And thank you a million times. May God bless all of you. And happy birthday to anybody outside there who have not got any information about you. Happy birthday to you. And please may you celebrate with your family, well. Greetings, my respect to all of you. Let me send a very special greetings to all my good people who have turned up to watch this video. Blessing and my respect. And greetings to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, all of you from the Caribbean, and not forgetting my good people here in Africa. Thank you so much for, turning up to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. May God bless you, and may God, expand your territory. Big up to everybody. Thank you so much. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. God bless all of you. Big up. Much respect.